Hey everyone, it's Jonathan from A to Z Cards here. Have a pretty cool video for you today. We are going to be going through a few hundred, several hundred, close to 1,000 cards of mid-era and vintage that we picked up in a bulk buy, kind of like a mystery bag kind of thing, because I don't know what's in here. I saw yellow borders, I saw a cheap price, I saw like a base set card, and I'm like, I'll take it. And this is something I've always loved to do since I was a kid, growing up out west in Zion National Park. We used to pick up these grab bags full of rocks, and you think, why would you want a bag of rocks? But there's some really cool rocks out west. You have geodes, you have tiger's eye, some other polished items, gemstones, that kind of stuff that you could get. And I just fell in love with the idea of that. Don't really love like the mystery bags from a lot of the online resellers and Walmart and that kind of stuff. I just like to buy bulk, see what I can find the hidden gems, get 30 years of cards that we've never experienced. Sometimes we don't really look at the commons and the uncommons for their art and really get to just sit and soak in all these things that are new. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. We love doing it here in this house, and I just wanted to share that with you. Unfortunately, I did record it in 9:16. I do apologize, but this is a perfect video for you to throw up while you're studying or while you're working and look at some vintage and mid-era cards. Grab yourself a cup of coffee or some tea or whatever drink that tickles your fancy, and let's go through them. All right, here it is, a Facebook grab bag. And if you don't know what that is here on this channel, that is a random assortment from a Facebook sort of bulk pack that I pick up, really not knowing what's inside. I saw yellow borders. I saw like either mid-era or vintage. I can't remember. This was been sitting on my shelf for a couple of weeks as I needed to get some other stuff set up before I could do this video. But I think it's a couple hundred cards, and I'm hoping it's mostly old, but I really love going through these and finding cards that I've never seen before, or finding gems that are worth more than what you'd expect to be in a bulk box, because sometimes you find that stuff. And I think this is sort of older cards, so let's dig into it and see exactly what we got and see if we made out. I think I paid $52 including shipping on this guy for a couple hundred cards, so hopefully we'll make out. If not, I'm sure there's cards in there that I've never seen before that I get to enjoy new art. So let's take a look and go from there. All right, so started this a couple times and my camera keeps going off for some reason, but let's just go through the cards again. Only got through a couple of them. We got Mareep here. Very cool. It's looking like most of these cards, at least the ones that I've picked up so far, the first couple are like X, Y, and before, which is really cool to see. We got Shinx, Luxio, Raichu's, a couple of these. I've seen these before. I actually really love this art. I mean, it's not anything like super fancy, but I love this style when you have the Pokemon in a real world setting. So you have like actual human buildings, a human, lamppost here, a human itself. Just really connects the artwork to our real world, because obviously it's supposed to be a real world, at least maybe not ours specifically, but a real world with humans and such. So I thought that was really cool. A couple of Marowaks, very nice. Piloswine, we're getting older here, which is cool, good to see. I guess I can pull this up closer for you guys. Piloswine, we got Swallet, Beldum. Ooh, Field Worker. We are getting older. You can only play one support each turn. Yeah, obviously, draw 3 cards. Your opponent may also draw a card. Okay, that card competitively sucks. Not good. Maybe back then it was like quite good. Who knows? Game was much different back then. Tentacool, very nice. Clamperl. Oh, is that Claymation? I can't tell. Is that the Claymation artist? I'm not big into artists, but you guys let me know if that's the Claymation artist. That looks like Claymation to me. Maybe not this so much, but that does. We got Skirsit. Oddish. That's actually a really cool Oddish. Very lively. Electrostrike. Love the movement in that card. Very nice. Anorith. See, like this Pokemon, didn't even know existed. It's been 25 years since I've collected Pokemon. You know, we're competitors first, as you guys know. And so, like, I don't know every Pokemon. My son does. He is a Pokemon master wizard. He can tell you what gen every Pokemon it is, what attacks it can use, what it weaks to, who's its trainer. But this is why I love going through stuff like this, because I have never seen this Pokemon before. Anorith. Oh, it's because it's one of the fossil Pokemons. Okay, that makes more sense to me. So we got a couple of those. Executor. That is like the angriest Executor I've ever seen. That's pretty cool. I like that. Because normally Executor's like really derpy and goofy looking. But this one's kind of like, yo, I'm coming to get you. I like that a lot. That's nice. Garoival. Ooh, crystals. That's nice. Reminds me of like Tiberium. Hit it in the comments if you know what that is from. Ooh, an old energy search. I'm actually going to set this one aside. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I can use these energy searches. Lots of players like to play older versions of cards that are actually legal. And energy searches are. So we're going to put those down here. Celio's Network. Oh, so that's where Celio's Network got his name from. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon or an evolution card. Show it to your opponent and put it into your hand. So kind of like Pokepad right now. That's interesting. Squirtle. Squirtle. Very nice. Love seeing the older gen. I don't want to say older gen, but older versions of the main 3 starter Pokemon. Jigglypuff. I'm a Jigglypuff man. Jigglypuff was, I think it was because of Smash Brothers maybe, but I just always loved Jigglypuff as a Pokemon when I was younger. That's cool. I need to start a Jigglypuff binder. Gulpin. Very nice. That's one of those weird Pokemon that like at every show there's like one person that comes up and you're like, do you have any Gulpins? And it's like, I don't think so. Maybe I should start picking them. Ooh, Ralts from Delta Species. Delta Species rocks. The Fire Ralts. That's sick. Love to see them. I'm really happy with what we got so far. I'm assuming this turnaround. Feebas. Horsey. Oh, that's very cool. We have a Horsey collector in the house. That's nice looking. Fighting Horsey. I love these Delta Species cards. I know that the Terralize, I can't say that right now, but the Terra Pokemon like have this similar idea where they're different, but they just don't hit the same as the Delta Species ones. Lickitung. Awesome. There's Lickitung collectors too. Lots of Lickitung collectors. Energy removal. Torchic. Torchic's popular right now because of Blaziken and Polt. We got Skitty. Now that is a very interesting art. I'm not going to say I particularly love it, but it is interesting. Ooh, oh, that's a cute Ralts. That is an extremely cute Ralts. Holy cow. Nice. I'm so happy right now with one of Poochyena. I have a Poochyena Mighty Ina sort of collector in the house too. Curlia. Now that's definitely one of the, yeah, Adoche. It's the same artist. It's the same artist. Maybe there's multiple, but that's definitely Claymation. That's really cool. I love that art. I'm going to put this one in my, I'm starting a new series. It's going to be about arts that you've probably never seen before. Houndoom. I actually have a Houndoom collector. I don't know if my daughter has this one, so I'm going to put that one over here too. Starly. I like the color, the contrast of the greens and blues against the dark. That's really nice. Snover. I gotta say, I'm just not a big fan of Snover. It's kinda, I don't even know what he's supposed to be. Like, he kind of looks like a mix between like a frozen pineapple or something. I'm not a big Snover fan. Onyx, I'm definitely a fan of. This guy's awesome. Super cool. Art's all right. It's kind of basic. Now that is a fire Magikarp. Almost kind of reminiscent to the Magikarp from, what is that? Is that Twilight Masquerade? Yeah, Twilight Masquerade I think it is. Kind of reminiscent of that style. Even has like it's jumping out in the waterfall type deal. Very cool. That's also going in here. Super happy to pick that card up. Machop. Okay, Machoke, Machop, and Machamp don't get enough love. They're cool guys. For sure. Larvitar, nice. That's another, is that a Dochi? No, that's Yukimori. Okay, so you have Yukimori, and then you have a Dochi. So Yukimori I recognize as a name that people collect, for sure. But the Adochi, that was definitely Claymation too. So I wonder if there's two different clay animators. And there's probably more than two, I would guess. Finneon. That's a lot of pink. You usually don't see so much pink in Finneon. Bidoof. Oh, that's another Yukimori. Should probably set those aside at some point, and I can do like a Yukimori series, or you put them up on eBay. I bet Yukimori would sell hard on there. Skarmory. Oh, that's cool. The level 34. I wonder where'd they get the different levels from? Like, I've seen multiple different levels. Maybe they just picked it at random. Or I wonder if you guys know, down in the comments, let me know, like, how did they develop, or like, is it based on card order, or is it just random? How did they pick the levels for some of those cards? This one's kind of beat up, but Haunter is loved. He is kind of cool though. Level 35. All right, next deck. This might be a long video because I'm going to talk about these cards because that's what I do. But hey, just put it on when you're going to sleep, or when you're studying, or just as background noise. Groyval. Okay. Switch. Oh, that's a cool switch. Lucario and Turtwig. Those are cool. Those are going in the down here. I would say I'd put potions with the trainers because those are like always legal, but potion is just a unusable card in almost every meta. You may play 2 Pokeblow at the same time. Flip coins if heads, put 1 damage counter on one of your opponent's Pokemon. If you play 2 Pokeblow, choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon and switch it. So it's like adding damage plus giving you a gust. Interesting. I don't know if it's good. That's interesting. Marley's Request. Nice. Ooh, another energy switch. That's going to go down there into my trainer pile. Trico. Stunky. That's similar to the Skitty that we just saw. I wonder if it's the same artist. Like, it kind of has that almost like washed feel to it. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like you can almost like see the strokes, almost like a pencil. It was done with a pencil kind of thing. That's a lot of Stunkies. Buizel. Goldeen. Nice. Hippopotas. Torchic. There's another Skitty, a different version though. Shuppet. Riolu. I got 2 Riolus. Another Ralts. Ooh, that's pretty good. High attack. Piplup. I have a Piplup collector. That's a cute one. I don't think I've ever seen this one, so she probably doesn't have it. That's nice. I love the color in the background, like that sort of sun setting through the forest trees and Piplup's just chilling out in the water. Very cool. Mischievous, the new the Mischievous from, what is that? Is it Paldean Evolved? I don't remember, but the one that has like the archway. Very nice. Very cool. Lotad. That Pokemon is just what a goober. Penny. Diglett. Diglett's always just awesome. You can't go wrong with Diglett. Very cute. Is that literally just gone? Is that corner just gone? It is. What in the world? Very interesting. It's just gone. What happened? There's a story behind that. I'll put that one over there. The Diglett. I saw something that this was like, there was like a white spot and it was not the mouth, or it wasn't the nose. It was a mouth with a tooth. Very cool. It was very interesting, and it made me look at Diglett completely differently. Flaffy, Combuskin, chickens. All right, let's keep going. Professor Oak's visits. We got an expert belt. Energy Restore. Some more Shanks. Rattata. Makuhita. Very popular right now because it's in the Lucario deck. This guy's cool looking. I don't know, like, is that supposed to be a bow, or like, is he a bag of sand, or like, and it's just tied at the top? Like, what's the story behind Makuhita? Kabuto. Nice. Hey, another Gulpin. Ghastly. A couple of those. Electrike. Burmy. Baneri. Ooh, Beedrill. That's a cool Beedrill, man. It almost looks like crystalline. Like it. Bagon. A colorless Bagon? Shouldn't this be dragon? Interesting. Let me know in the comments why this is colorless and not dragon. Because Bagon goes to Sheldon, goes to... Or Shieldon into... Is it Salamence? What? Yeah, right? I don't know. Let me know. Wormadam? I don't know if I've ever seen this before. This Pokemon, Wormadam. I've seen the basic, but I don't know if I've ever seen this guy before. Maybe I haven't, I'm just missing it. Is there multiple evolutions for this? I think there is, right? I think there's multiple evolutions. Anyway, Luxio. Oh, look, there's a moon! $4,000 for this card. Oh, now that is a sick Haunter. With the lightning coming down. And you got the rope and the nail. Like legit haunting like a farmhouse or like a field. That's cool. I like this guy. Very nice. I'm going to put that one over there. A Bronzor. Okay. Is that supposed to be eyes and a mouth? If so, I've never noticed that before about Bronzor. Golem. Panseer. A couple of those. Monferno. Sandile. Girder. Timber. Rhyhorn. Switch. That's going down there. Alright, the Tierno. Another Tierno. Potions. Pokeball. Flip coin. Not a very good card, but it is legal. I'll put it over there. Acrobike. That's not legal. Tentacool. Whoa. Look at the is that, what kind of stuff? Is that like individual little like dots? What kind of art is this? Any artists out there, can you tell me like what style this is? Because you see how like each little one looks like almost like a hexagon or something of color? Tell me what style of art that is. That's very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that on a Pokemon card before. Where it's like individual, almost like a paint by numbers type of thing. But obviously probably not paint by numbers. Celio. Yo. Spheal. Very popular Pokemon. People love this guy. He is very cute. Feebas. Barboach to the moon. Right down below if you know what that's from. Marshtomp. Another favorite from Mudkip. Oh, look at that. How cute. Alright. Continuing on. Ooh, we got a sleeve in here. There's another Mudkip. Seadra. I don't know if my daughter has that one. Oh, it's just literally just a blank sleeve. Okay, cool. What is it though? Is that Darkrai? Yeah. Ooh, okay. Looks like we got some base set Nidoran. Machop. Some more Machops. Coughing. Poliwag. We got Coughing, Ghastly, Drowsy. Things I'm looking for in these. We already have a lot of bulk. We have a whole vintage binder of cards like this, and obviously the holos and first edition and shadowless and stuff like that. So that's what I'm looking at here is for first edition and or shadowless on these cards. That will really like put a kick in my step, I guess you could say. Charmander, Bulbasaur, Abra, not the Era version. We'll see if we can get another one. That'd be cool. Dratini, Oddish, Meowth, Eevee. Some of these are not in the greatest condition, but it's still cool to have all these cards. I can do like giveaway packs for kids and stuff with some of them. Fossil, just so they have the older cards, because a lot of them like have no idea, you know, that these cards are there. Parasect, Executor. See, that's the Executor I'm normally seeing, being lazy or just hanging out or being happy. And that other one we saw was like, I'm gonna eat you. Shelder from Fossil. Ooh, a first edition. I'll set that one aside. Let's just check the condition on it too. Definitely beat up a little. Beat up a lot. I'd say this is HP, but still cool to see first edition. We'll set that aside. Where were we? Did we go through this whole pack? No, we got the shelters. There we go. Psyduck. Ammonite. Krabby. Ooh, a first edition Krabby. Very cool to see. This one's in better condition too. We'll set the first editions aside because people like to do first edition master sets. And just having even the bulk cards is nice. Kabuto from Fossil. Horsey. Golem. Abra. Again, no error. Sad. Base set 2. Base set 2. Abra. Blaziken. Ooh, we're starting to get into the e-readers. This is my favorite era of cards, by the way. Awesome. Very cool. That's a rare as well. I'm going to set that one over here. Rival. Energy Switch. Go down there. Double Full Heal. Hoot Hoot. Hoot Hoot. Goldeen. Goldeen. Buizel. Buizel. That's a cool knockdown. There's a lot of movement in the card with the wind coming over the wings. There's like that storm in the background. I like that guy. We'll put that one over in my pile. Potion, 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 potion. You know what? Like, we have so many of these style of cards. What I've often thought about doing is like building like kits to do like a 4-player like Pokemon RPG style thing. Like, you know, like put some cards together, create like a rule set. You go through a deck and like, oh, you know, like it says you found this Pokemon or whatever and you have to battle it. And at the end, you could do like a boss battle with one of the large cards or something like that. Let me know if you guys are interested in that stuff, because I love creating stories and I've been a DM and GM before. So let me know if something like that would interest you guys. Maybe we'll do something like that, because we have so many of these bulk cards, and I thought it'd be an interesting way to use bulk is to create like a separate side product out of it. Anyway, Night Maintenance, a couple of them. BB's Search. Again, I love this style of card. Pokemon inside like a real world image. Very cool. Put that one over there too. Voltorb. Like this one, like what I mean is like what's different is like obviously this is like a humanoid invention, right? Or a human invention, but there's no like, you can't really tell what the context is. Like, and if we look back at the BB Search, you can tell this is like BB's house slash room slash like living room, and the Pokemon is there in it, right? With the Raichu we saw earlier, it was the Raichu, you know, and it had like the city, you could tell it was like a park. And so like, whereas this Voltorb, you can clearly see, obviously that's like human invention, but it's not like, there's no context to what it is. So it doesn't feel as connecting as some of the other ones. Stantler, Sentret, Phanpy, very cute Pokemon. Magmar, Grimer, Muck. That is a weird looking card. Is that like CGI? It almost looks like CGI or something. You know, like really bad anime CGI. Maybe it's just like how dirty and beat up it is. But Donphan, Magby, Execute, Octillery, another Shinx. If Shinx is burned, remove the special condition burn from... Oh, that has like carrying like a berry. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Maybe I just have never noticed it, because I don't often read like the play text of the older cards, but they used to carry berries and stuff. That's very cool. I hope they bring something like that back. That's interesting. Maybe that's kind of similar to Tools, but if the card itself had something like that, but I guess this is just like an ability. But anyway, Solrock, Love Disc, Jigglypuff. That's a cool Jigglypuff too. All right, going in my Jigglypuff. Igglybuff. That one's also going. Very, very cute. Drowsy. Is that a candle? That 100% looks like a stock footage that you go, if you type in like free PNG of a lit candle in a dark room or something, like that's what you get, and they just have a Drowsy there. That's funny. Baltoy, Huntail, Energy Search. That one actually is legal right now. I'm gonna put that down here because we might be able to use those. Those are actually kind of cool looking too. Yeah, we're gonna use those. Whoa, whoa, sorry. I didn't mean to push you around like that, guys. My bad. All right, let's keep going. We're halfway through almost. I'm only 22 minutes in. Energy search, energy search, energy search. Whoa. Okay. So, cool. Turtwigs. Shellos. Ooh, another Piplup. I'll put that one aside to see if she has it. Electric Strike. Eevees. Nice. I always like to set... Oh, another Eevee. I always like to set Eevees aside because, of course, Eevees are very popular and people want them. Croagunk. Chatot. Lovely colors in this photo, or in this image. Bronzor. It is eyes and a smile. I've never noticed that before about Bronzor. Eye-Palm. Very cool. Again, very similar to... Is it the same? I don't remember the artist from like the Skitty and what was the other one that we looked at? I can't remember. Manectric. Groddle. Torterra does not get enough love. Eye-Palm. Groddle. Torterra. This guy's cool. Love this guy. Technical Machine TS1. Pokeradar. Yanma. Tailo. Meowth. Cool. Alright, so that's the first stuck down. Got some cool cards. Absolutely. Ah! Another Meowth. Ladybug. Gilgar. Another Gligar. Oh, it's Gligar? Why did I say Gilgar? That was silly. Execute. This one kind of looks mean too. And not like happy and goofy, but like mean. Cubone. Again, like I said, like why is he level 16? I don't know. Let me know below. Tentacool, why is he level 37? Is it like order? It can't be order, right? Because we've seen higher levels at lower numbers. So is it just random? Or is it like tied to something? Scyther. Nice. Scyther's cool. Drifloon. Totodile. Slowpoke. Another one of my favorites. He's just so derpy. Very cool. I like that one. This one's kind of weird. Oh, I guess it's like, he's like in a well or something. Meowth. It's a cool card. Again, I love the, you can clearly see like a context. He's at like, there's a water wheel. Love that. Put that guy here. Mareep. A Ladybug. That's another Yukamori. Nice. Girafarig. What? Does he have a face on his tail? I don't know if I've ever noticed that either. This is why I love looking through cards like this, because like you see things you never knew. Like that's interesting. Never seen that before. Drowsy. Cyndaquil. Chikorita. Flaffy. Oh, that is a awesome looking Ghastly. Love the color in this. Very cool. Eye-Palm. Honedge. Oh, that's a cool card. That's very like Legend of Zelda for sure. Like that one. Bayleaf. Chikorita. I already have this one in that pile, but I think this is really interesting when you have multiple Pokemon, but also like Chikorita and Fennekin. Fennekin's in the city. Chikorita's like in the forest. I think I remember someone telling me that like doesn't Fennekin or one of these, they have the ability to create portals or something, but this is a really cool card. I love this card. Like that card art's just cool. Stoutland. Spearow. A couple of them. Dragonair. Always a lovely Pokemon. I think Dragonair is better than Dratini and better than Dragonite. I like the look and design of Dragonair. I think is really cool. Palossand. That Pokemon's lame. Sorry you Palossand lovers. This thing's lame. I don't know. I just don't get it. Chinchou. Poliwag. This is the that like knitting style. That interesting art. Not my favorite, but it is interesting. Morlul. Cutiefly. Fairy Pokemon. We are on a quest for a master set of all the fairy Pokemon for my wife. That's her contribution and her input into it. And beach stuff. She loves beach stuff as well. But so we have this one already, but it's cool to see fairy Pokemon. Grimer, Simipour, Ponyta. Ponyta is another one of my favorites. I think it's very cool. Something about a fire horse. Fracture. I've always just wondered, is this like supposed to be like half of an airplane or something? Like, does he have any connection to flying? Because, like, that looks like a propeller to me. That's just me, though. These cards are upside down. I think these are all... Oh, no, we missed some. Fracture. A Durant. That's cool. He's all metal. That's awesome. Escalavier. I might not say that. Is that how you say that name? I don't know if I've ever heard anybody actually say that name. Escavalier. Minfu. Trubbish. Oh, my boy, Stunfisk. I love Stunfisk. The first deck my son ever built me had Stunfisk in it. And so I always have a special place in my heart for Stunfisk. And the Stunfisk right now is pretty good. Both of them actually are okay, but the electric one's better. Electrike. Tynamo. Emolga. Blitzel. I like the color on that Blitzel. The blue. And you can see the movement lines. Very nice. Carablast. Really good sunset coloring there too. Dwebble! Oh, look at that cute little hermit crab. Turns into the worst Pokemon in existence right now. No, it is. Crustle is kind of annoying right now in the competitive TCG. Definitely traumatized. Bianca. Clink. Contney. Pokemon Communication. Energy Search. Put that one down there. Energy Retrieval. That's also going in there. Mandibuzz. I don't know that I've ever seen that Pokemon before. From Volibile? Yeah. This must be a gen that I was completely zoned out on. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Interesting. Like a buzzard style Pokemon. Luxio. I think we've already seen that one. This guy, sorry to say, all you Cubchoo lovers, I don't know. I don't get it. The snot hanging out of the mouth or out of the nose is just not my thing. I know it's like the Cubchoo, like the sneezing or whatever, but I just can't do it. He's not my thing. Frillish. Vanillish. I also don't really like the ice cream cone. That seems kind of goofy to me. Vanillite. Just not my style. Basculin. Litwick. Darumaka. Panseer. Arcanine. Oh, that is cool. That's really cool. Like that art. Growlithe. Kricketot. Seedot. Seedot. Switch. Energy Search. Some trainers that I can use. Lopunny. Is that a building or what is that? What do you think? Kind of seems like almost Mirror Edge. If that's a building and Lopunny's like jumping off the building, that'd be cool. Baneri. Electabuzz. Electrode. Voltorb. Pikachu. Put that one over there. Jellicent. Another annoying Pokemon in the... I mean, Frillish is also annoying in the current Pokemon TCG. Oshawott. Oh, that's cool. Oshawott's another one of those that people love. Golduck absolutely does not get... Look at that Pokemon. That Pokemon is sick looking. Got these like menacing claws, this cool like spiky hair. I don't know. I like Golduck a lot. I think he's underrated. Psyduck, of course, gotta love Psyduck, but Golduck's better in my opinion. Squirtle! Oh, that's super cute. Very super cute. Pidove, Meowth, hanging out. And like Meowth, you always kind of see like in the cities and stuff because it's the talking Pokemon and it's... But that's cool. I like that art. Is that like a Pokemon cruise? Interesting. Bronzor. Scrafty. I like Scrafty's design. Like he's like wearing clothes kind of. I don't know if he's actually wearing clothes, if that's just like supposed to be something as part of his body, but I like the look. I think it's cool. Scraggy. Nuzleaf. Weavile. Sneasel. Another cool design Pokemon. I think this is cool. Like this style is just like not so much Weavile, but Sneasel. I think it's kind of it's coolly designed. Oh, look. Hippowdon. Elgium. Mana. We got Ralts, like hanging out at Las Vegas. Is that a porta? Oh, it's a trash can, probably. But again, that's another cool put. Like, you can see the context. I just like that. I like the interaction between man and Pokemon. It's very cool. Cubchoo, like, look at this thing. Like, I don't know. If you love Cubchoo, hey, more power to you. But I just look at this thing and I just go, huh! So, Vanillish, Carvaha, Lotad, Lampent, Simisear eating an apple. That's nice. Vulpix. Definitely love me Vulpix and Ninetales. Super cool Pokemon. Zubat, Finneon, Energy Switch in the pile. And Mienfoo. What else do we got here? Pokemon Fan Club. Some of these are upside down. Got another Scraggy. Yeah. What do we got here? Professor's Letter. Well, let me turn these around. Oh, I think I saw a fairy Pokemon. Cool. I wonder if we have it. Professor's Letter, Herdier, Taillow, Dunsparce, Yveltal. That is a sick looking art, man. Yveltal doesn't get enough love either. Very cool. Ooh, Gallade Spirit Link. For the Mega. Togepi. I think we have this one, but I'll take a look at it. Very colorful. Fairy Pokemon. Inkay. Binacle. I'm just, some of these guys, it's just, that's, the list score is cool. Fletchinder. Level Ball. No, this Professor's Letter should not be there. I don't know if Level Ball is not currently in the format. Porygon. Persian. Oh, that's cool. I like that art a lot. Meowth, again, hanging out at the beach. Nice. Goomy. Malamar. Golurk. He's cool. Like a metal golem. Very fantasy-esque. Created by a wizard. What is the story behind Golurk? I don't actually know. But is it a metal robot made come alive by magic? That'd be cool. Golett, Magikarp, the Vesequeen. Another one. Combi, very cute. Spinarak. Love the face on the back. Gloom. For a gloomy Pokemon, it always kind of seems happy. Pokemon and Munna. If we got one more stack, and then we will be done. Noibat, Ralts, again, hanging out with people, love to see it. Pikachu, Froakie, Gogoat. Again, love it when they really stress the movement in Pokemon cards. You can like feel the speed in this art. Very cool. Another switch. Boink. Slowbro, Spirit Link, Revive. Nice. What do we got here? Maintenance. Turn some of these around. We got Full Heal. We got Energy Retrieval. That's legal. Farfetch. This is evolution stuff. I actually have a evolution set right up there. So I'm sort of like taking these cards, and eventually I think these cards will have some upside. Ghastly, Nidorino, Electabuzz, Voltorb, Magikarp, Starmie, Staryu, Dugong, Poliwhirl, Poliwag, Magmar. I always think of Magmar because I used to play Pokemon Snap all the time, and like he's in that, what, the volcano one. Is that the second place you can go to? Is that the third? I don't remember. But I just always think of Pokemon Snap when I see Magmar. Vulpix, Weedle, Metapod, Caterpie, Tangrowth, another Potion, Pancham, and Scorilp. So I'll put these here. So that's it. That's all of them. That was the grab bag for $52. What do you guys think? Did I make out? Got some fairy Pokemon that I don't know if we have. We got one e-reader, although technically speaking, I really only classify Aquapalus, Expedition, and Skyridge. This is like half e-reader, but still cool. I think the only rare that I saw in there, but that's all right. We got a bunch of older versions of trainers that are currently usable in the Pokemon TCG, so that's cool. Got some stuff for our personal collections like Piplup and Igglybuff and Jigglypuff and Houndoom. And then we got a couple of first editions from the older sets, which is interesting. So all in all, I think that was well worth $52 in my mind. I saw some really cool arts. Again, that's not just about the collecting value. It's about the enjoyment of seeing cool cards. And I added like what, probably 15 or 20 to my series of cards I'll be doing here shortly on Instagram and probably YouTube as well. So thank you so much for hanging out as we went through this grab bag. We definitely have more in the works. I'm always looking out for these on eBay and Facebook and trying to find ones that are good deals, and I think we'll have cards that I've never seen before. So certainly this one worked out. So if you like this type of content, if you thought it was cool, if you have any comments about the arts or can answer any of my questions about the Pokemon, please go ahead and put that down below. Thank you so much for the liking and subscribing. That also helps out a lot as well. Thank you. Appreciate it. This was Jonathan with A to Z. Bye.